right, before we get this main event started, Honor Pro Wrestling, how are you enjoying the show tonight? Fighter, make your way to the ring.
And you can just see the intensity in his eyes. You can just feel the rage emanating from this man. It's locked in at a picture next to his definition All right, the crowd definitely excited. The crowd definitely hyped up.
Honor Pro Nation. Tonight is the night we crown off another year in amazing sports entertainment here on Second Life. Before we get this singles match set for one fall started, give it up for our amazing referee, Jake West. Lovers, enemies, friends, and traitors. Tonight, under the blazing sun of high stakes, destiny will be rewritten and hearts will break. For this is the final act in a saga of pain, passion, and glory. Behold our first competitor, our brave challenger, a man forged in the fires of ambition which burn brighter than the stars themselves, from the shimmering streets of Houston, Texas. standing at a statuesque 6 feet tall and weighing in at an absolutely dazzling 215 pounds. He is the jewel of the Lone Star State. He is the treasure that tempts, and one, the only, incomparably brilliant, the Black Diamond, Richy Rich. And now, brace yourselves, for here comes a man whose story burns with the heat of a million suns. From the pumpkin capital of Ohioville, Circleville itself, standing at an imposing 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighing at a flame-licked, beautiful 220 pounds. He is the Tempest of Fire, an agent of fury, a dragon who fears nothing, and a champion whose roars echo through the heavens. He is Drake, the Dragon, Edwards. Ladies, gentlemen, in that beautiful Technicolor rainbow in between, this is it. This is the final battle of 2024. 2 men enter, but only one can hold the championship and craft a legacy that will echo through the halls of Second Life Pro Wrestling for generations. This is not just wrestling. This is passion. This is fate. This is war. This is honor.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Malachi. All right, Jake West, our official for tonight's main event, has already checked out both combatants. They are weapon-free. They are ready to get started as they go to do the final check, and we will get this bell rung, and your main event will be underway. Welcome back to the table, Malachi. That was beautiful.
Hey, it's the last show of the season. It's the last match of the year. Let's get this party started.
There's the bell and the start of the final of this best 2 of 3 series. Whoever wins this takes it all. And Richy Rich wasting absolutely no time opening with a series of beautiful overhand rights right to the chop of Drake Edwards.
These 2 men have fought and bled and kicked and screamed and bit and clawed to be here at this moment to see who takes home the biggest prize in pro wrestling. And now it's all down to this one match to end it all.
Richy lighting up Drake with a beautiful combination. A straight, a left, an elbow, a kick, and then whipping him into the ropes. The Dragon is cornered. Richy is all fired up. He is giving everything he has and throwing it at the Dragon.
These 2 amazing competitors going at it in the corner, leaving nothing to chance.
Black Diamond backing off just long enough to give the Drake a little bit of space before he slams in with a beautiful Muay Thai knee lift, laying the Dragon out on the floor in the corner.
The Dragon has been one of the greatest champions that we have ever seen, but this match has been epic, back and forth, and here he goes into the ground and pound, putting Richy onto the mat.
Richy tried to come charging in with that running attack, but Drake Edwards cut him off with that spear. Richy definitely got the wind knocked out of him during that exchange. Now Drake Edwards is the one backing up, lining up his shot. Crowd trying to hype up Richy as Drake comes in, hits him with another spear.
Goes in for a pin. 1, 2. Only a 1. Only a 1 count. I got a little bit ahead of myself. Mags, I promise, I've been practicing on how to count. But this is so good.
No, it's okay, Matt. It's okay, Malachi. I know a lot of guys finish prematurely. You'll take care of it. You're good.
You want me to rotate you like a chicken again?
No, is your name Red Taurus? I didn't think so.
Both the Dragon and Richy are locked up in the center of the ring, collar and elbow tie-up.
Both of these combatants showing that they are evenly matched in strength, trying to get the advantage over the other, but neither one will budge.
Richy looks like he's pushing the Dragon into the ropes, but the Dragon counters with an Irish whip into the corner.
Getting some space between the champion and the challenger as the Dragon comes in and starts to work over Richy with a beautiful series of knee strikes.
The Dragon definitely showing his Muay Thai training coming into play. Those are brutal strikes, just bouncing him off the turnbuckle, going in for the running face wash, and just putting Richy down onto the mat.
Not letting up anytime soon, grabbing Richy by the leg and dragging him out to the center of the ring, rolling him up for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, but only 2 as he gets his shoulder up.
That was a 2 count, but that was a very short 2. I think we all knew it was not going to end there. This match, these two fighters have been prepping for too long for it to end just like that.
Richy getting back to his feet, stumbling, crawling along the ropes. Drake coming in.
You know, I don't understand. I don't understand something, D. Why did they name those knee strikes after an alcoholic drink?
Is not what they were named after. Oh my God! Comes in, hits him with the Yakuza kick that threads him through the ropes.
And to be clear, that was through the ropes. Jake has ruled that was an entirely legal hit. This match will continue.
Beautiful! Did you see that?
I saw it, but I don't believe it.
A beautiful corkscrew plancha just laying Richy out flat, and both of combatants are now on the outside of the ring.
And here, that 20 count rule might definitely come into play on this championship evening in this championship match. Jake is counting. He is at 2, and I'm not entirely sure what comes after that, but we will certainly find out.
I would also like to state that the champion's advantage does not apply to a best 2 of 3. Whether you lose by disqualification, it's still a loss, so Drake Edwards cannot even count on that as a backup plan.
That is a very good point, D. You cannot risk that. You have to play by the rules. You have to win this cleanly.
Indeed, because above all else, this is a best 2 of 3 series. So even if you take a loss by disqualification, it's still a loss, and you therefore would lose 2 out of 3 matches and have to forfeit the championship.
Right, because the match is not specifically on the line in this match. It is the culmination of all 3.
That is right. That is exactly right, Malachi. count already up to 8, and Drake Edwards giving Richy absolutely no breathing room. The Dragon looking to fly, comes and hits him with another flying clothesline.
Now, the Dragon got back into the ring, which does break the count and start it over at 1.
Also, you gotta think about the interesting setup that this arena in this venue provides. I mean, normally the 20 count on the outside of the floor, very gracious count. But imagine if you knock somebody over that very thin wooden railing into the water. That would almost be a guaranteed victory right there.
I mean, it would, but with that 20 count, that is a very long. The Dragon could go out and get more of those Mai Tais that he's been kicking around.
That's not. You know what? You're fine. You're beautiful. It's the holiday season. You're all right. They are alcoholic knee lifts.
And they are locked up, collar and elbow outside the ring.
Because they're literally shots to the body?
Right? It's literally right there. It is right there in front of you. But nobody's pointing it out.
At first I thought you were just trolling us, but I think you're onto something. I think Mai Tais are they're named after the drink.
The Dragon looks like he's eyeing the rail itself.
No. Ooh, I mean, like I said, if he takes a drink, if he knocks him to the outside. Oh, but the Black Diamond manages to counter it with he stopped it. Snapped his head right on the ground.
I think Richy may have just saved his chances in this match with that move right there. I mean, they're not in the ring, but call it what you will, ring awareness. He could have easily just lost his match on that.
Indeed, but because he had ring awareness, because he was aware of his environment, he was able to counter when it counted the most, and this match is still on.
He's teeing off with some shoot kicks just right to the chest and neck area. The count is up to 11.
Ooh, laying him out flat.
Richy has got to think about getting in and breaking that count at some point. He doesn't want to lose this title on a DQ, just like the Dragon.
I mean, losing a title under disqualification would definitely be a very rare outcome, and you can definitely count on Drake Edwards doing everything that he can to avoid that disgrace. Because both combatants are now back in the center of this ring.
Oh!
God damn, I heard the impact of that, just slamming his elbow right to the middle of that knee.
And Drake is definitely grabbing at that knee in pain. Richy is celebrating, holding up the leg once more, going in for a figure 4 leg lock.
A classic hold, a tried and true hold, a very good way to end this match.
Definitely after that knee drop, Jake is checking with the Dragon to see if he gives up. But the champion says no. I'm paraphrasing here, but I do believe he just said that you're going to have to kill him.
Hey, now, save that for unsanctioned business.
I mean, we've seen what happens with the bad apple. Ugh, you don't want to get into that.
Ooh, Drake digging in deep, getting those elbows into the mat, and he has managed to crawl his way, and he has got to the ropes.
And Richy Rich immediately releases that hold instead of holding it for the full legal 4 count.
But you can tell the Black Diamond is definitely frustrated as he gets back to his feet and he eyes his target.
Like, I respect the sportsmanship. I respect that out of Richy, but this is a championship match. This is a championship match for the biggest prize in pro wrestling. You gotta hold that. You gotta take the 4 count.
Ooh, Drake escaping to the outside of the ring. a little bit of space between him and Richy to buy himself a little bit more time to recover. A brilliant move and brilliant strategy, honestly, if I do say so. But Richy sees his opportunity, comes in, hits him.
I think that must have actually backfired. Backfired twice, actually, because it looks like Richy may have hurt himself, but he also did an immense amount of damage coming over the ring like that and landing that hit on the champion.
No, I think that move going off definitely the way Richy wanted to. He came over the ropes, he came sailing, he laid Drake out, and now he is in full advantage and full control of this match, picking Drake up and looking to just dish out some more punishment.
Our count is once again up to 3.
Oh, no. I got a better idea.
Uh-oh, looks like our challenger has something planned.
Wait, what? Why is he dragging him over here? Okay, good. Yes, stay over there.
Diamond cutter on the wood, not even on that thin padding, but directly on the wood of the dock.
Thank Christ, I'm glad he did. So
I do hope our combatants have gotten their tetanus shots, though I'm pretty sure Mags would enjoy administering them.
I guess you could say Richy really knocked on wood.
Oh, come on. That was a good one, people. Cheer this man. Cheer this man.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
All right, the count is up to 9. D, I love you. I love you.
You said it. You can't take it back. I am going to hold that to you forever. That's right. We're going to be BFFs until you're 90.
Is that a threat or a promise, my friend?
And Layton dragging out with a beautiful kick. There's a pinfall. We might be seeing a new World Heavyweight Champion here, people. There's 1, there's 2. Only 2 as the Dragon gets his shoulder up.
And it looks like Richy is in the corner. He thought he had this one. He thought he was going to be lifting the new belt right then, right there. But the champion shows why he is the champion and kicks out.
But the best thing about the best 2 of 3 series, and even beyond that, these two have been going to war time and time again. They know each other inside and out. They know exactly what it's going to take to take each other down, and they are going to hold no punches. They are going to pull no stops. They are going to go all out until one of them gets the job done.
You could almost assume that these two actually know each other more than most married couples with as much as they fought. They're just trading holds and kicks and punches and bites and screams inside the ring.
Perhaps in another lifetime, they even could have been friends or some Star Trek Leonard Nimoy nonsense. Who am I kidding? They probably still hate each other's guts.
Richy goes in for a armbar after these beautiful technical takeovers in the middle of the ring, but you have to admit, the real friends were the bruises we made along the way.
Dan, speaking of bruises, Richy has Drake in a hammerlock and a series of knees right to the spine, picking him up and taking him down to Slamtown.
And once again, the champion is on his back and Richy is on his feet, just looking at the damage he has caused.
Richy is fired up. Like I said, if locked up had a picture next to its locked up. If locked in had a picture next to its definition in the Urban Dictionary, Richy Rich would be right next to it because he is locked in. He is focused. He has his eyes on the prize.
He goes in for a series of kicks and they land, but the Dragon catches the final one and now has Richy at his mercy. And that's the dragon screw, putting Richy down on the mat. Going in for the Indian deathlock, and I can just, oh, that has got to hurt.
And you know you're in a tough spot when you get dragon screwed with a dragon screw. That's right, I said it.
That move is definitely one bad dragon.
God damn, he might turn into a snapdragon if he keeps cranking on the legs like that.
And the roles have been reversed. Now it is Drake looking at the damage he's caused to Richy. Now he goes back in for a figure four, but this is going to be putting on a lot of stress onto Drake's legs as well. Drake is leaning back, and that lifts his hips, putting more pressure on Richy Rich.
Richy did an excellent job of holding out until now, but now Drake Edwards has him locked into that figure four, and he is definitely focusing on those legs to do as much damage as possible and try to get him to tap out.
Now he's laying into Richy's thighs. Oh my God. Richy is a physical specimen, but how much can you take?
Folding him
That's
up by that
One,
leg.
two.
Has him pinned by that sore leg, and he kicks out only a two.
This match will continue. We knew that this was going to be a match for the history books. We knew how much these two fighters hate each other, that how much experience they have, but this just keeps going and going.
Drake has Richy cornered. Coming in, setting him up big. This is going to hurt unless Richy can manage to get his head back in the game, but I think he's a little too stunned.
I'm not sure if he knows where he's at, but I'm pretty sure at some point he still knows he's in the championship match. Oh, what a counter! What a counter! He was going coast to coast on the pain train, but Richy uses the Ultra Instinct to counter and slam Drake the Dragon Edwards down to the mat. But Drake is not showing any signs of fatigue. He gets back up, but Richy launches into a drop kick, putting him back down. This, so much abuse has been leveled out on both sides, Steve.
Dare I say it, Richy might actually be able to win this. He might actually be able to take down the dragon in the best of three. I have never seen Drake been up against the wall like this in all of my career.
Richy is definitely feeling the hype, but he's also feeling the fatigue. We are getting into the deep waters on this match, but they keep fighting because this is a championship, and that's what you do. That is a pop-up super kick that he calls the Dragon Rising finisher. I think he's going to go for a win here.
If he could have gotten the pin cover, that could have been the win, but Drake Edwards collapsed completely off to the side.
If he had just fallen a different way, this match could be over because Richy was stunned for well more than 3 seconds. If he had just fallen on Richy, that would have been the match. But now he's crawling over to Richy and draping himself for the pin. That's a 1. That's a 2. Only a 2 count. Look at how much time he lost, D.
Drake tried to get that pin cover as quick as he could, but it took him too much time, and it gave Richy the edge, the precious seconds he needed to kick out of that.
Both of these men are showing what it means to be Honor Pro Wrestling champion. Crowd, Honor Pro Nation, let them hear you. Let them know you appreciate them. Are you not entertained?
Both men absolutely exhausted, out on their feet. But they are not giving up. There's a left, there's a right. They're punching it out.
This is just down-home, old-fashioned, manly men slapping man meat in the center of the ring.
Overhand punches, one after another, fighting back, fighting for their lives, giving it all they have. God damn, Richy his strike with the corkscrew neckbreaker.
And I feel like if Richy had gone for the pin right there, once again, that would have been it. But he just did not have the ability to go for it, and he has gone outside of the ring now, I assume to try and regroup.
Oh no, he's got a plan. He's got a plan.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, D?
I don't know. I'm thinking that Drake doesn't realize where he's at. He looks like he's stunned. He looks like he's seeing stars. Richy comes up and over and hits him out of nowhere.
The hidden blade over the rope goes in for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
That's it. He did it. He did it. He actually did it.
Honor Pro Nation, your winner by pinfall and new champion, the Black Diamond, Richy Rich.
Generation boy stand out.